Hi, I am Sarvanan, Assistant Professor in English, VH Anderson College. And in this session, we are just going to discuss something about direct and indirect speech. So let's check out one by one. So, what is direct and what is indirect speech? In English language, there are two ways to narrate the spoken words of a person. One is direct way and the other is indirect way. So these two ways are usually used to convey a message of one person to another person. For example, assume that you are at your school. Okay. So one of your friends whose name is Venkat tells you in your school that I will give you a pen. That is, Venkat is telling you in your school that I will give you a pen. So later after the school gets over, so when you come back to your home, you want to inform your brother what Venkat said you in your school. So you can tell him in two different ways. One is Venkat said, I will give you a pen. The other way is Venkat said that he would give me a pen. So in direct speech, the original words of Venkat are narrated as if it is. But in indirect speech, some changes are made to the original words of Venkat. So now look at this picture. A man and a woman are having conversation. A man is telling to that woman, meet you at the canteen. And the woman responds as, okay. So the boy in the picture wants to know what the man said to that woman. And he's asking to that man what he said to that woman, and the man is responding to the boy that I told her to meet at the canteen. So here the man is reporting what he said to that woman in the past. So this is indirect speech. So what you need to know is, in direct speech, the original words of a person are narrated as if it is. That is, the original words of a person are enclosed within the quotation mark. Whereas in indirect speech, there are some changes that have been made to the original words of a person because those words have been spoken in the past. Also, the other thing that you have to know while converting from direct to indirect speech is the tense and pronoun in a sentence may also be changed while converting from direct to indirect speech. So now if you look at this example, he said I work in a factory. So it is in the direct speech because the original words of a person have been given inside the quotation mark. So now while converting from direct to indirect, we have to check out the pronoun and the verb given inside the quotation mark. What is the pronoun given inside the quotation mark? I. What is the verb? Work. So now we have to change it into indirect speech. So he said that, so that I refers to he in the direct speech. So he said that he, so work is in present tense. So while converting into indirect speech, we have to use past tense. So he said that he worked in a factory. Likewise, if you just check out with the second one, they said we are going to cinema. So what is the pronoun given inside the quotation mark? We. What is the verb? Are going. So they said that. Here we refers to they in the direct speech. So they said that they were going to cinema. So are going, it is in present continuous tense. So while converting into indirect speech, we have to change it into past continuous tense. So they were going to cinema. So the other thing that you have to know is the direct speech has two components of a sentence. One is reporting verb and the other is reported speech. So the verb in the first part of the sentence are said to be reporting verb. That is, he said, she said, he says, she says, all these are reporting verb. These reporting verb tell us what the person spoken in the past. So if you just take out the reported speech is the second part of direct speech, second part of the sentence in the direct speech. These reported speech are enclosed inside the quotation mark. That is, the original words of the person are said to be reported speech. So look at this picture. He said to me, "You are my best friend." So he said to me is a reporting verb. You are my best friend is reported speech. So if we just check out the reporting verb tries to tell us what the person has spoken in the past. And the original words of the person has been quoted inside the reported speech. So reporting verb is the first part of the sentence in the direct speech, which is out of inverted comma, whereas reported speech is the second part of the sentence in direct speech, which is inside of quotation mark, that is inverted comma. So now the change of pronoun in indirect speech. So this one we have checked already in the previous slide itself, but anyway, once again, let's check out with the example. He said, "I live in New York." So the direct speech has two components of sentence. One is reporting verb and the other is reported speech. Here he said is the reporting verb and I live in New York is reported speech. So according to rule, the reported speech, the pronoun in the reported speech gets changed according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So what is the pronoun in the reported speech here? I. What is the pronoun in the reporting verb? He. So he said that he lived in New York. Likewise, in the second example, they said, "We love our country." So what is the pronoun in the reported speech? We. It gets changed according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So they said that they loved their country. So now look at this sentence. I said, "I write a letter." So what is the pronoun in the reported speech? I. What is the pronoun in the reporting verb? The same I. So if there is a presence of same pronoun in both reporting verb and the reported speech, then there is no need to change the pronoun in indirect speech. So I said that I wrote a letter. Likewise, if we just check out with the second one, we said we completed our work. What is the pronoun in the reported speech? We. What is the pronoun in the reporting verb? The same we. So while converting into indirect speech, we said that we had completed our work. So if there is the same pronoun in the reporting verb and the reported speech, then there is no need to change while converting it into the indirect speech. So here if you just check out with the second person pronoun. So look at this example. She said to him, "You are intelligent." So what is the pronoun in the reported speech? You. Here the pronoun in the reported speech you refers to him in the reporting verb and not the she in the reporting verb. So while converting into indirect speech, she said to him that he was intelligent. So you refers to him in the reporting verb. So it has been changed as he was intelligent. So second one. So he said to me, "You are late for the party." So here once again you refers to me in the reporting verb and not the he in the reporting verb. So while converting into indirect speech, he said to me that me has been changed into I. So you is referring to me. So it has been changed into I while converting into indirect speech. So he said to me that I was late for the party. So now look at this third person pronoun. So third person pronoun does not require any change while converting into indirect speech. So look at this example. They said he will come. So while converting into indirect speech, they said that he would come. So look at the second one. You said they are waiting for the bus. So while converting into indirect speech, you said that they were waiting for the bus. So the third person does not require any change while converting into indirect speech. So now the changes that have been made in the adverbs of time and place while converting into indirect speech. So look at this example. He said, I will buy a book tomorrow. So while converting into indirect speech, he said that he would buy a book the next day. That is, the tomorrow has been changed into the next day. So second one, she said, I am happy now. So while converting into indirect speech, she said that she was happy then. So now has been changed into then. So third one, he said, I like this book. So while converting into indirect speech, he said that he liked that book. So this book has been changed into that book. So now let's have a brief note on change of time and place from direct to indirect speech. So if you just check out with this, today in direct speech has been changed into that day in the indirect speech. Likewise, tomorrow in direct speech has been changed into the next day in the indirect speech. Likewise, yesterday in the direct speech has been changed to the day before in the indirect speech. Next week in direct speech has been changed to the following week. Last week in direct speech has been changed into previous week. Now has been changed to then in the indirect speech. Ago from direct speech has been changed to before in the indirect speech. Here in direct speech has been changed to there in the indirect speech. This has been changed to that in the indirect speech. So the other thing that we have to keep it in our mind is the change of tense while converting into indirect speech. So the present tense will be changed into past tense. Present continuous will be changed into past continuous. Present perfect will be changed into past perfect. Present perfect continuous will be changed into past perfect continuous. Past tense will be changed into past perfect. Past continuous will be changed into past perfect continuous. Past perfect will be changed into past perfect itself. Will be changed into would. Will be changed into would be. Will be changed into would have. So we have to keep it in mind while converting the sentence from direct to indirect speech. So now let's take a note on tense-wise conversion. So at first, present tense. So present tense changes into past tense while converting from direct to indirect speech. So first sentence, he said, I write a letter. Here, the pronoun in the reported speech is I. So according to rule, the pronoun in the reported speech I gets changed into indirect speech according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So the pronoun in the reporting verb is he. So I gets changed into he in the indirect speech. Also we have to consider the verb in the direct speech. Verb in the direct speech write is in present tense. So according to rule, while converting from direct to indirect speech, the present tense should be changed into past tense. So the write has been changed into wrote. So now if you look at the indirect speech, he said that he wrote a letter. Likewise, the second one, she said he goes to school daily. Here if you just check out the pronoun in the reported speech, it is he. That is the third person pronoun. So third person pronoun does not require any change while converting from direct to indirect speech. So what is the verb given in the direct speech? Goes. Goes is in present tense. So what is the past tense of goes? Went. So in the indirect speech, it has been changed as he said that she went to school daily. So likewise, we have to change the other two sentences also. So now if you take present continuous tense, present continuous changes into past continuous. So first sentence, he said he is listening to the music. So here the pronoun in the reported speech is he. He is the third person pronoun. So there is no need to change of a third person pronoun while converting into indirect speech. So if you just check out with the verb is listening. Is listening is in present continuous tense. So according to rule, present continuous should be changed into past continuous while converting into indirect speech. So in indirect speech, it has been changed as he said that he was listening to the music. Likewise, if you just check out with the third example, they said we are enjoying the weather. So here we is the first person pronoun once again. So according to rule, the first person pronoun changes according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So what is the pronoun in the reporting verb? They. So we has been changed into they. So what is the verb given in the sentence? Are enjoying. Are enjoying is the present continuous tense. So while converting into indirect speech, we have to change it into past continuous. So the sentence becomes like this. They said that they were enjoying the weather. So likewise, we have to change the other two sentences also. Now if you take present perfect tense. So present perfect tense changes to past perfect tense. So first sentence, she said he has finished his work. So what is the pronoun given in the reported speech? He. So according to rule, he is the third person. There is no need to change of a third person while converting into indirect speech. But we have to check out with the verb. What is the verb given in the direct speech? Has finished. Has finished is the present perfect tense. So according to rule, present perfect should be changed into past perfect. So the sentence becomes like this. She said that he had finished his work. Likewise, if you just check out with the last example, they said, we have not gone to New York. Here, the pronoun is first person. So, according to rule, the first person gets changed according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So, what is the verb given over here? Have gone. Have gone is present perfect. So, according to rule, we have to change it into past perfect. So, the sentence becomes, they said they have not gone to New York. So now if you take present perfect continuous tense. So present perfect continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous while converting into indirect speech. So first sentence, he said, I have been studying since 3 o'clock. Here, what is the pronoun? I is the pronoun. I is the first person pronoun. So according to rule, while converting from direct to indirect speech, the first person pronoun gets changed according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So what is the pronoun in the reporting verb? He is the pronoun in the reporting verb. So in indirect speech, I has been changed into he. Then we have to check out with the verb. What is the verb given in the direct speech? Have been studying. So have been studying is present perfect continuous. So we have to change it into past perfect continuous. So what is the past perfect continuous of have been studying? Had been studying. So now the sentence becomes like, he said that he had been studying since 3 o'clock. Now if you just check out with the second sentence. She said, it has been raining for 3 days. Now what is the pronoun in the reported speech? It. So according to the pronoun in the reported speech, it is in third person. So third person does not require any change. Then we have to check out with the verb. Verb is has been raining. Has been raining is the present perfect continuous. So while converting into indirect speech, it should be changed as had been raining. So the sentence becomes like, she said that it had been raining for 3 days. So now if you just take the past tense changes into past perfect tense. First sentence, he said to me, you answered correctly. So here the pronoun you is in second person pronoun. So according to rule, second person pronoun gets changed according to the object of the reporting verb and not the subject of the reporting verb. So what is the object of the reporting verb here? Me is the object of the reporting verb. So it will be changed into I in the indirect speech. Then we have to consider the verb. What is the verb given over here? Answered. Answered, it is in past tense. So while converting into indirect speech, it will be changed into had answered. So now the sentence becomes like this. He said to me that I had answered correctly. So now if you just check out with the second sentence. John said they went to cinema. Here the pronoun is in third person. So according to rule, if the pronoun is in third person, then there is no need to change of pronoun while converting into indirect speech. What is the verb given here? Went. Went is in past tense. So according to rule, went will be changed into had gone. So the sentence becomes, John said that they had gone to cinema. So now if you just check out with the past continuous tense. So past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. So let's check out with the first sentence. They said, we were enjoying the weather. So what is the pronoun given over here? We. We is the first person pronoun. So according to rule, the first person pronoun gets changed according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So what is the pronoun in the reporting verb? They is the pronoun in the reporting verb. So we gets changed into they. So what is the verb given over here? Were enjoying. Were enjoying is the past continuous tense. So according to rule, past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. So were enjoying has been changed into had been enjoying. So now the sentence becomes, they said that they had been enjoying. So now if you just look at the second one, he said to me, I was waiting for you. Here the pronoun is I. I is the first person pronoun. So according to rule, first person gets changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. What is the subject pronoun of the reporting verb? He is the subject pronoun of the reporting verb. So I has been changed into he in the indirect speech. So what is the verb? Was waiting. Was waiting is past continuous. So it has been changed into had been waiting. Similarly, I was waiting for you. That you has been changed into me in the indirect speech. Now the sentence becomes, he said to me that he had been waiting for me. That you has been changed into me. So now let's check out with the past perfect tense. Past perfect tense changes into past perfect itself. First sentence, she said she had visited a doctor. Here the pronoun is in third person. So that is, she is the third person pronoun. So there is no need to change of pronoun in indirect speech. So then let's check out with the verb. What is the verb? Had visited. Had visited is the past perfect tense. So past perfect changes into past perfect itself. So the sentence becomes, she said that she had visited a doctor. Likewise, if we just check out with the third sentence, I said she had eaten the meal. Here once again, she is the third person. So there is no need to change of a pronoun in the indirect speech. Had eaten is the past perfect tense. Past perfect changes into past perfect itself. So the sentence becomes, I said that she had eaten the meal. So now let's check out with the future tense. In future tense, will changes into would. So if you just check out with the first sentence, I said I will study the book. Here I is the pronoun. I is the first person pronoun. So according to the rule, first person gets changed according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So I becomes he in the indirect speech. Likewise, will study has been changed into would study in the indirect speech. So the sentence becomes, he said that he would study the book. So if you just check out with the third sentence, they said to me, we will send you gifts. Here the pronoun we is in first person pronoun. So according to rule, first person gets changed according to the subject pronoun of the reporting verb. So what is the subject pronoun of the reporting verb? They is the subject pronoun of the reporting verb. So will send will be changed into would send. So the sentence becomes, they said to me that they would send you gifts. So now let's check out with the future continuous tense. In future continuous tense, will be changed into would be in the indirect speech. So let's check out with the first sentence. I said to him, I will be waiting for him. So now what is the pronoun in the reported speech? I is the pronoun in the reported speech. I is the first person pronoun. So according to rule, the first person pronoun in the reported speech gets changed according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So if you just check out with the reporting verb, the same I has been given in the reporting verb also. So there is no need to change the pronoun in the indirect speech. So what is the verb given in the sentence? Will be waiting. Will be waiting will be changed into would be waiting. So the sentence becomes, I said to him that I would be waiting for him. Now if you just check out with the second sentence, she said, I will be shifting to new home. Here once again I is the pronoun. I is the first person pronoun. So according to rule, first person pronoun gets changed according to the pronoun in the reporting verb. So I has been changed into she. What is the verb? Will be shifting. Will be shifting has been changed into would be shifting. So the sentence becomes, she said that she would be shifting to a new home. So now if you just check out with the future perfect tense. In future perfect tense, will have will be changed into would have in the indirect speech. So let's check out with the first sentence. He said, I will have finished the work. So what is the pronoun in the reported speech? I is the pronoun in the reported speech. I is the first person pronoun. So it has been changed into he in the indirect speech. Will have finished has been changed into would have finished. So the sentence becomes, he said that he would have finished the work. So likewise, if we just check out with the second sentence, she said they will have passed the examination. So what is the pronoun in the reported speech? They is the pronoun in the reported speech. They is the third person pronoun. So third person pronoun does not require any change. So what is the verb? Will have passed is the verb. Will have passed will be changed into would have passed. So the sentence becomes, she said that they would have passed the examination. So finally, we have to keep it in our mind that some of the sentence which has universal truth in it does not need any change of tense while converting from direct to indirect speech. For example, what are all universal truths? Plants give us oxygen. Wood floats on water. Cow gives us milk. Water is colorless. All these are universally accepted by everyone in the world. So these type of sentences comes under universal truth. So if you just check out with the first one, he said plants give us oxygen. So we all know that plants give us oxygen. It is universally accepted by everyone in the world. So there is no need to change of tense while converting this particular sentence into indirect speech. So the sentence has been changed as, he said that plants give us oxygen. Likewise, if we just check out with the second example, he said wood floats on water. So we all know that wood floats on water. So there is no need to change of tense while converting from direct to indirect speech. So the sentence becomes, he said that wood floats on water. So that's all for today's session. I hope I have made you clear with the direct and indirect speech. So let's meet in another session. Until then, thank you. Thank you for the cooperation.